Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, hey!
Nope, it's still me. It's
okay,
just me.
It's still Tariq. Alright.
Yep.
Alright, hey, look, don't worry, Tariq. Alright, look. You know what they say. You only have to survive a month, right? Right, before the manager... You only have to stall for a month until the manager gets back from his vacation at his friend's house.
You only have to stall for 30 episodes or whatever we're at before you're actually stuck in this situation.
Oh yeah, hey look, it's like what they say, the status quo of the show never changes in the end. Boy, I thought something was gonna happen this episode. I mean, something does happen this episode, but it's not what I was expecting to happen this episode, right?
Yeah,
I'm surprised that this episode is
Avataro once again continues to be bad. Just bad.
Alright, so the problem with this episode is that this episode is a big callback episode to one of the writers' earlier work. That if you don't know it, you don't understand what is happening in this episode. Right? Alright, so hey, this is episode 3031 of Avataro Sentai Donbrothers, the Dog Unmasked, alright? So this episode is just a tribute to Jetman, alright? Children Sentai Jetman. Right? One of the best Sentai series to have ever been written, right? Because it's done by the same guy, because the head writer for Jetman is back for Donbrothers, right? And this episode is just full of weird callbacks and homage to Jetman's plot this episode. So if you didn't know that, you're not gonna understand anything that happens in this episode. But if you do know Jetman, this is actually a very good episode to watch because of that, right?
Well, I don't know Jetman, so enlighten me.
All right, so there's a lot of stuff. So Jetman's whole dynamic was that hey, it turns out you should not have a relationship with your coworkers, all right? Right?
Yes, as I've learned from Dino Fury.
And as I learned from this week from my Twitter, learning about white people drama. Boy, hey, and look, if listen.
Maybe you should have... It should have been try with an I the whole time.
Yeah, I should have just tried harder and hang around with the right guys. Boy, hey, I learned a lot of drama about stuff that in the end, I realized I do not care about because I do not...
Truly.
Right? This was the biggest white person drama I've ever seen of the week. But don't worry, and then 3 days later, Lizzo made white people mad by playing a slave person's flute. So the white drama evolved.
Yeah, she blasted that flute. Hey, shout out to Lizzo, real cool shit.
That's right. Hey, look, only that slave master flute.
Should have put that crystal flute where the sun don't shine to just really stick it to him. But
all right.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh yeah. So the plot of Jetman was about don't have relationship with your coworkers, right? That was the actual plot of Jetman. Because in the main show, the main female heroine, the Blue Ranger, had a relationship with both the Red and the Black Ranger, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, hey, and that ended up causing team dynamic to the point where it got the Black Ranger stabbed and he died from it. That is how the series...
fully killed.
Yep. So at the end of Jetman, the Blue and Red Ranger gets married, right? So the Black Ranger goes to buy flowers, right, to celebrate their marriage, as right. So on the way, he stops a purse snatcher, right, and the guy stabs him, like in the stomach, right. And instead of going to the hospital and get that thing treated, like no, I'm gonna go to the wedding, right. Right, and then instead of like telling anyone about it, he's like, "Hey, I'm just gonna sit over here and support you guys just by sitting over here." I should probably be in the hospital. This is the '90s, and our economy and health crisis hasn't been fucked up yet, so they could probably save my life. But I'm just gonna sit on this bench and take a smoke as I bleed to death, right? And then, hey, good job on your marriage, by the way. I'm graduating you guys from over here on this park bench, you know, right?
Yep. Here
right?
we go.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is like the basic way to sum up Jetman. Don't have personal relationship in your company.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of personal relationships and complicated stuff, oh, are we both fucking the same girl? Who knows?
Right. Uh-oh. Boy, hey, so I forgot how this episode started. Hey, look, Tariq, it's our favorite thing from Saber, you know? Remember that thing that happened in Saber? It's here again. It's
By which you mean gang tactics or
the fucking noodle slide?
Oh yeah, no, well, oh yeah, I guess it was in Saber.
It wasn't.
It was better in Build, because in Build when they had the noodle slide, it was at least like, oh hey, there's some funny moments that actually came out of this because we got fucking what's his face sniffing Rogue's sweaty towel because he's such a fucking simp for Niton or whatever.
Right.
But yeah.
Hey, look, it's our favorite Japanese.
Yeah, it's the slide. It's the
that every Japanese people do during the first week, the last
of Oban, the noodle marble race.
Right, everybody loves this, you know.
Yeah.
Right,
and then everybody can absolutely understand what it is.
Hey, look. Right, so I like how they're finally at the point where, like, hey, should we figure out who the Black Ranger is on our team? It's been 30 episodes. It's been 30 episodes by this point. Like, should we figure this out? You know, I feel like this is very important. The fact that we don't know who the fifth member.
Yeah, we've got almost everybody, but like somehow we still like we're not complete yet. We haven't made everything whole yet.
Right, like we're missing a leg. We're missing our left leg. Some would say the one that to support us all from tipping over. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, no one takes Jiro's ideas seriously. You know, like, oh boy.
Yeah, hey, Jiro is like, I smelled him. It's like, all right, that's weird, dude. Like, he could just not. That's like. That's
right. I don't think this has ever been established that he has a strong sense of smell. I'm not sure, right?
Maybe it's because he's a monkey?
Maybe. I'm not sure that's how that works, right?
I'm not either.
Right, yeah, so everyone thinks Shiro's a fucking idiot. Like, no. There's no way it could be Inuzaka Tsubasa. It would make no sense.
It couldn't be the person with the Inu part of the name.
All right, it can't be the guy we keep encountering in our daily lives. That would be dumb, you know, right? Right, there's no way, right? And it's like, here's the thing. So I have to assume that Kaito knows who the fuck every person is, right? And they never
100%.
And they never had point just go to Kaito and ask, hey, so who's the Inu brother at this point? Yeah. We should know this. But I like the worst was they cut to Kaito as they're trying to figure out, right? Right? He's like, they're figuring out. They just have to confirm it. Once they confirm it to me, I could give them their prize, you know, right? But then they immediately shook it. I was like, no, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
And then the best part is you watch it, you can see Kaito absolutely being defeated, right? He's like, once they give up that idea, they're up. It's like when you have to go to a scavenger hunt and you're like close to it, and you're like, this can't be it. It's too obvious. There's no way the treasure is in the cave, you know? Let's go up the hill instead, you know? Why would anyone put the treasure in the cave? That would be very stupid, you know? Right? Yeah, it's great. It's great. Kaito's like, you guys almost got it. It's almost there. Oh. Yeah, hey, so this week we're fighting the greatest enemy in all of America, dieting and losing weight. America's number one enemy, right? Hisosuke, that's truly a big villain, you know, right?
Yeah, truly. Hey, the threat of portion sizes.
Yeah. So this week's enemy is the Ghost Sager Hisosuke, right? And so
is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Okay.
It's from the Angel season, you know, the one that had.
I was trying to figure out. I was like, I don't know if this is some like weird, like, Birdman, Gotcha Man, fucking weird like shit.
Oh no,
or if
yeah,
it
it's
was,
not
like,
the Jetman enemy because they already did the Jetman enemy, right?
supposedly.
Right? Yeah. No, this week is Ghost Ager. So, like always, I don't know what the correlation between the fat guy losing weight and this week's enemy and the Ghost Ager theme is. So here's the thing about Ghost Ager was an angel themed season, right?
Yes, I know. Yes,
Right?
I know.
Right? But it wasn't Judo Christianity concept of angels, right? Like they were just angels, but they don't do anything with their concept. They literally could have been called wizard, vampire, zombie, and it still would have been the exact same concept, right? Like they're just like in Ghost Ager, they call themselves angels, but they don't actually explore the concept of angel. They just says we're angels, and then everyone's like, all right, what type of angels? Like Judo Christianity angels? Do you serve God? Or like, nope, we're angels. To what? Yes, angels. And they're like, oh, okay. That's it. That was how Ghost Sager approached that concept of angels. Like, they did absolutely nothing with the concept of angels. They just said they were angels. Right? It's obvious that they were influenced by Judo Christianity concept of angels because they had the white wings and everything, right? But they did nothing with that. So I don't know what the correlation is at this point with this week's Hisotsuki is with Ghost Sager. Right? So I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just a fat guy
who's looking to find someone that likes his fatness and wants to just be fed like by them until he dies, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very confusing. I like that. The Hisotsuki at this point in the show has gone to the point of where the correlation is gone. Right? Because before earlier in the series, right, the Hisotsuki did technically make sense in some way. Like, you have to look for it, but if you look for it, it makes sense. But now we reached the point where the Hisotsuki are just like, fuck it, I don't give, fuck it, boy, what Sentai team haven't we done yet? Yeah, fine, fuck it, slap that name on that enemy and call it a day. Fuck it, we need to get these episodes filmed. We got a week. This episode airs in like 3 weeks. We gotta get this shit filmed. We don't have time to story write these Hisotsuki. They're literal background plot at this point in the show. They serve no purpose in this show anymore, right? Like what they did at the beginning of the show.
It's so weird.
Right? Like, right what the writing was. I'm not sure if this is like a contract thing where Bandai's, hey, you gotta write this Hisotsuki stuff, right? Because that's the thing about what was it, Inoue, right? Tosuki Inoue, right?
Boy, which one? Hold on. Okay, all right, hold on. You're gonna have to describe people like characters because you're getting names wrong too much. All right. Are you talking about the fake guitarist, or are you talking about actual
the head
criminal?
writer? The head writer.
Oh, okay. We're talking about the head
Tosuki
writer.
Inoue, right? I know it was like a contract thing where Toei told like, hey, write this Hisotsuki stuff into the show. Like, yeah, fine, right? And he's like, all right, I did it, all right. And I was, hey, look, hey, here's a callback to a recording that comes out that's out by now. It's like when Kishimoto was finished with Naruto. I was like, hey, I'm gonna write my stupid samurai manga now. I did your Satsuage. Hey, now I get to write my plot, right? Now I get to do what I want to do, right? So I'm not sure if there's this type of same situation with Inoue at this point where he's just writing this dumb shit, right to the point where he doesn't care about because he's gone on records like he doesn't care about Toy Story. He doesn't care about the stupid toy gimmick of a show, right? He's like,
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck off. Who cares?
Fuck you,
Who
nerds.
cares? Who cares if they what provides the show? I don't give a fuck. We'll just shove it in at the last minute. I'm gonna write the show how I want it. I like my character. I like it when two coworkers date the same coworker. That's what you call good character dynamic. Right?
Yeah.
Right, that's my favorite. That's my favorite type of characters to write. Two guys with the same girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, look. They fight the Ghost Sager Hisotsuki, and then he runs away. Right,
Yeah,
and then
he just disappears because he meets the happiness of someone that likes watching you eat.
Right. He's like, oh man, this dog is so small and thin. How can I be like this?
This is just the weird, cuck episode.
Right, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. That's technically what it is.
It's just about a bunch of people being mad that other people are living their, fantasies or whatever.
Right? So I like how I like how they reached the point where they thought that the Inu brother was an actual dog in this show. Like, oh
I
man,
mean, it could be.
yeah,
He's small.
he could be a sentient dog, right? And look, that would be great.
To be fair,
But
all dogs I'm pretty sure are sentient. It's just like it's
like
more
human,
of
like human intelligence,
yeah,
sentient,
yeah.
right? Right? I'm like, oh look, yeah, this dog can act like an actual human when it transforms, right? But hey, look, it's not this dog. It's not. Look, the dog is not the Black Ranger.
That ain't my dog,
Yeah,
dog.
Inu brother isn't an actual dog, untransformed, right?
Surprising, almost all of them for no reason. You're not like the dog is not a dog.
Right? Look, I like how they're all so shocked about that. And then this week's guest character, I guess, the guitarist guy.
Yeah, what the fuck is he?
Look, look, his girlfriend broke up with him, and so he's sad, right? He can't get it. Look, he lost his chance with her, right? And then, don't worry, hey, look, everyone just ties up Inu brother, which is great. They're just like, hey, fuck it, tie him up.
Yeah.
Look, we got you. We got you. Now you're gonna reveal to us your secret, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna tell us your big secret, and then
show me the secret inside.
Mm-hmm. And then conveniently he knocks into the guitarist, and they're like, oh yes, he's Inu brother, this guy, because he's wearing all black. It's like how we're all color coordinated. Just because he's wearing all black must mean he's Inu brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I guess this guy thinks they're a band. He's like, oh yes, join our band.
He's a musician, so it's like clearly they must be some kind of band. That's why
they must be scouting me. They must see me perform on the street, on the bridge. Right?
Yeah.
And I like how none of them actually explain the situation. Right? They're just saying stuff without like having any prerequisite establishment of what their conversation is. They're just starting the conversation midway. Right?
Yeah.
And then no, it's not. Nope. They're actually Sentai. They're like, no. You're joining the Sentai team. Right? You're part of the team. Transform and fight this fat monster thing that keeps complaining about his weight.
Yeah. Why is everybody else skinnier than me?
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, and then he trips the monster, and then wow, you did a good job. You did it. Oh man, you really are the Inu brother. The guy tripped because you hunched. That was clearly your master plan, right?
You're definitely the Inu brother
that we've been looking for, right? And also there's also very good shot in the show when they do the close up Inu brother's face and you see Momoi's reflection of it. That's a good shot. I like that shot.
Yeah.
I like how he's really perplexed at the idea of the Sentai team, right? When we have to assume that each season, he has to know that Japan gets attacked every single fucking week by Japanese monsters.
100%, yeah.
I was like, oh, what? Fucking monsters?
Real kaiju stuff. Yeah.
What? Superheroes, kaijus? What the fuck? Oh, why didn't no one tell me this is what's happening?
I've never seen this before in my life.
Oh my god! In all my years of living in Japan, this has never happened to me before. Of a monster weekly's appearance of attacking an area of Japan. Boy, it'll be real bad in the town next over if a monster attacks that town and they have their own branch of superhero who takes part in a game and that they have to fight the thing. That would be terrible to live in. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so hey, once again, it turns out, one of the biggest problems of Donbrothers, miscommunication, right? Like no one knows how to sit and talk to each other, right? No one knows how to just simply sit and talk this out, right?
To just talk about something.
Yeah, like get this figure out, right? I mean, technically we do get something talked and figure out, right? I mean, Tsuyoshi and Tsubasa do talk about it, right?
Sure,
somewhat.
Technically.
Yeah. But then, so then the Ghost Sager Hisotsuki eats some katsudon and everything. So, and then he finds a girl.
Switches over into, but, okay. The real thing is, fucking, Inuzuka and Inui
decide
to like work out a system of like, hey, listen, if you can just keep gaslighting them, that'll work. Like, I don't need my identity being revealed right now. So if you want to be that, go do that. And then, but at the same time, he still decides, oh, cool, I'm gonna go confront fucking Kijino or whatever.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, so that lady you're hanging out with, how long you known her? What's that story? Hey, what's that?
Oh, yeah. Complete psychopath. This guy is. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He gets a haircut 4 days in a row or something with her.
Truly, the like can't take a hint, like can't take no for an answer person of just like, listen, you are a stalker, and honestly, she should stop giving you haircuts.
Right? You should please stop visiting at my place of work. You know, I was I was just doing my job. I wasn't right. I wasn't trying to give you any hint.
This was not like anything special. Like I just, you just got weirdly horny while you were in the fucking like barber's chair.
Right? Please stop moving. Please stop moving your body under the sheet. You know, I'm just trying to cut your hair. You know, and then but don't worry. It turns out if you stalk a girl long enough, eventually she'll get.
No, don't take that lesson.
And look, it worked for Kijino, you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Inui, right, is the guitarist guy.
The musician, yeah.
Yeah, the musician confused Miho for his fucking girlfriend that ran away. Yeah, boy,
his girlfriend that ran away and cucked him.
Yeah, and then hey look. So instead of now this love triangle has become a square, a love square, you know.
Is it a square, or is it like a weird diamond where everybody is just pointing at Miho / Natsumi?
Oh boy.
/ Shoko. Except for the fact that it's not actually Shoko. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Right? And then interpersonal conflict has happened with the team. Right? Where Chijino can't work with Inui. Right? He's like, oh boy. But don't worry. I like how Momori is like, hey, take that. Don't bring that shit
outside.
Yeah, don't bring this to the workplace. You know, whatever personal job you have does not belong in the workplace. You know,
this sounds like a you guys.
Yeah,
problem.
We are a progressive team, and we do not allow this stuff happening in our team. We do not allow interpersonal.
You go settle
conflict.
this outside. Here's a knife. Here's a cage. 2 employees enter, 1 leaves.
Right? But don't do this on company's ground though, you know? We don't want any blood spill on the ground, you know, right?
We can't have another fucking incident.
Right? Right? Do it outside on in the pavement, you know? Right? And then just before they fight each other to the death, Miho comes in and demasculate Kijino.
Emasculates, and she goes, hey, listen, you know how committed to this man I am? I'm so committed that I can make him lay down on my lap and I can clean out his ears, which
what a dandelion. Not even a Q-tip.
No, it's not a dandelion. It's the thing that like
is it?
It's this weird thing that like I don't get it about. So I guess it's a thing of like in Japan, or at least like Asian cultures. I don't even know. It's like instead of it being so you know about like the earwax like suck machines that they have.
Yeah.
Right. So there's like there's like a thing of like, oh yeah, a stick with a cotton ball on the other end. You scrape and like clean out your partner's ear with this shit.
Okay.
And maybe it's more for like people that have like hard earwax than dry, or dry earwax than dry earwax. But it's just like I've seen it, and every time I've gone, that seems so incredibly disgusting.
Right.
That's an incredible. But at the same time, watching it in this moment, it's like, yeah, you definitely have to have, like, a pretty high level of trust with that person for, like, you have to be pretty intimate with that person to let them, like, clean out your ear holes.
Right.
Like, I've had moments of, like, that's an extreme moment of vulnerability. Like, I've had moments of vulnerability with Molly that I can't, that's not with anybody else. That's just like, yep, you're the only person that's seen me in this condition, and that is the only thing that, like, I can, like, show. So...
Right. But hey, look. Hey, look, here's a dandelion. And it's a good thing I always carry my handy-dandy dandelion, you know, right?
Again, stick with a cotton ball. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Oh, is that a stick with a cotton ball?
Yes, I'm saying it's like a coffee stirrer with, like, a cotton ball.
Oh,
like,
fuck, it looks like a dandelion from my point of view. Oh, that's why I would think it was a dandelion. I thought she literally just picked up a fucking random dandelion.
No.
Okay, yeah,
well,
now
that's
I'm watching
weird.
it again.
It's weird that she would have the ear cleaning device on her person, just on hand, like, just for no reason.
All right, yeah, no, I'll rewatch it. Yeah, okay, now that I'm watching it close up. Oh yeah, it is. I definitely see like at the end where it carves
Curves,
it turns into like a little scraper. Okay. When I originally watched this, I thought it was a dandelion. I was like, this is very fucking weird.
I mean, that'd be fucking awesome if it was just a dandelion.
Yeah, I was like, it's really weird that she's just like a fucking dandelion. Yeah, but anyway, but then Inui gets fucking cucked, and he's like, uh-oh. But don't worry, the ghost sage Hisosuke, whose spirit was wandering around, it's like, oh yes, my new victim.
Boy, I got kicked out of that one dude, but maybe I'll show up back in this other dude?
Yeah, I'll take over his body. Yum, right? I got a new host.
I'll take what I can get.
Right, I'll take anyone, you know. I'll get anybody to use.
I'll take literally any body.
Oh, Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, hey,
boy, that's right. Look, it's like the Japanese in their wordplay, you know, right?
Yeah, well, you don't need to talk about that too much.
So
it'll give me a fucking aneurysm.
Yes. Anyway, people realize that Inui is not Inu brother. Like, oh fuck, damn. Oh what? Oh man, boy, hey, what a waste of a.
But he had Inu in his name.
Well, man, we don't know anyone else that has Inu in their name, you know, right?
Yeah. Except for that guy that, like, does the thing that he's a criminal, but it couldn't be him.
Yeah, no, there's no way a criminal will be a Sentai, will be a Donbrothers, you know, right?
Yeah.
Also, this fight sequence is very intense, and I like how it's all one tracking shot for a majority of it, or at least until the big setup to when Jiro shows up, right? They make it one whole tracking shot, right? Which I think is really nice, especially since there's a bunch of CGI character that's going around, meaning that they had to attract the CGI character the entire time, right? And they had to scale it with, like, from distance and everything. So I think that's very cool. Yeah. And then Jiro remembers he's in the show. He's like, hey, look, time for me to show up, boy. Hey, I like how Jiro at this point in the show is just showing up to fight, and that's it, right? Like, he's not even showing up to do, like...
Yeah, he's just like, oh, anyway, I'm noticing this thing happening.
Yeah, I'm here now. I'm here to take part in the episode, you know, right?
I'm here to observe the episode.
Uh-huh. Yeah, hey, look, they transform, they fight it. And look, everyone's a Megazord in small scale, you know?
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like it?
So, I understood it with fucking Zenkaiger. But...
Is it because they were already human size and now they're reproportioning size?
I've noticed it. I'm just saying I've noticed it with fucking Donbrothers, and I've gone, I don't know what's happening here. I really don't, and I don't like it.
It's because they're not doing any forced perspective, right? Like instead of fighting on the.
It's not the forced perspective. It's just like, it's one thing for it to be an armor set. It's another thing for it to be like.
Like a power up, right?
Like parts of a whole. Like the whole thing of like Sentai, right, is like the gatai, like the combination, right? So if you take that away and it just becomes an armor set, it just becomes this weird thing of like, yes, I am wearing my friends on my shoulders. I am like I am just this character. Like, it's super weird. It's like, it makes sense when you're combining, like, mechas, like, for that. But when it's just like, yes, these are my friends, and they sit on my shoulders, and these are their heads. Like, that's really weird. Like, I don't really get why that's happening.
Boy, hey, you think the reason why they're not doing any scale fights is because they're like, hey, we don't have the budget. Maybe spending this entire season on having to have 2 CGI Rangers, and then having all of our Megazord fight film in CGI.
Yeah,
and then
our CGI fucking
horse
Gaia Saber fucking
right?
like
maybe
shit,
that is
like,
taking a big chunk of our budget now.
That might be affecting it just a wee bit.
Right? And then someone in finance did the math. I was like, oh wait, no. Oh wait,
yeah,
50
guys,
episodes.
This is
I didn't
really bad.
I didn't say you could do the CGI for 50. I said you could do the CGI for 5 episodes. You guys. Right?
This is bad, guys. Like this, we're gonna go broke.
All right. Right. Yeah. Hey, look, they defeat the fucking Hisotsuki, and Inui is back to his normal self, and then finally we get the big reveal, right?
Yeah, Inui wants to go eat at the fucking Donbrothers restaurant, but he's not gonna reveal himself still.
Yeah, and then Shoko's back, and then the big
Shoko is an entirely different person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, actually, maybe like a white person.
boy, hey. It is a really weird coincidence that this week of Sentai and Kamen Rider just had 2 white actors in the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, like that's way more. That's more than normal for a Sentai.
There's a lot. I don't.
Look. Do
you think it's just like a thing of?
As Japan just opened up their acting, hey, look, anyone can apply to be on the show now, right? You don't have to be a Japanese actor, right?
Maybe it's more of like a, hey, look, we need people. We really, really need people.
Mm-hmm.
If you could just please, just like, I don't know, just send white people, 1 black guy, I don't know, whoever, just please, we need.
Look, we open up the borders, We open up the country again.
Slightly.
Again, for like the 5th time, Look, we remember what Commodore Matthew Perry said about opening up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was a whole episode of me when we went into. We don't have to talk about that. But yeah, hey look, Inui might need to have fucking glasses. It turns out, boy, hey.
He can't fucking see shit.
Yeah, and boy, if he confused a Japanese one to be his girlfriend, and this is his actual voice, yeah, he definitely needs glasses. Yeah, boy, hey, look, it's one thing to confuse a person as your SO, right? But to confuse a person who's a completely different race to me, it's like, boy, hey, that's a problem.
Completely different face too,
right? I mean, like, the argument you could get is that they have the same hairstyle, but he was looking at her from the front, right? If he was looking at Vito from the background, like from the background, like, hey, that's my girlfriend, I'm like, hey,
keep your hands off my lady.
All right, that's a common occurrence when you see people from behind and you think it's one person, and then you're like, hey, John, oh wait, no, you're not John, you're a completely different guy. I've seen that happen, right? And everything.
I've been that happen.
Oh boy, were you John?
I've been just like, oh well, I mean, the biggest story was, I was sent to the principal's office in elementary school for one reason, and then while I was sitting there, a woman started chastising me and being like, this is the reason why you had to switch out of your last school, right? Whatever. I was like, I've only been at this school. It's like, don't lie to me, whatever. It's like, I've never met you before in my life. And she's like, you're whoever the fuck. And I went, no, I'm Tariq. And she went, oh, I guess,
Uh-oh.
And I went, okay, bye-bye. I'm gonna go get in trouble for the thing that I was actually in trouble for, and not, like, whatever the fuck you think I am in trouble for, because what
was that? Hey, did you ever find out that guy's story if that was the case?
I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest, it was elementary school. I
Uh-huh.
didn't even know who that person was.
Right.
They said like, I think they said like Jamie, and I went, I don't know a single Jamie in this entire school.
Ooh.
I don't know who this person was.
Mhm,
Why are
mhm.
you in this? Like, what is happening?
Jeez, that's a boy. Yeah, hey look, Tsubasa walks off into the green screen sunset because they couldn't because it turns out the sun does not set in that direction, I guess, in Japan.
Yeah.
So
The
they just
sun only sets in green screen.
right, and that's this week's episode.
Yeah, of Nightmares in Donbrothers.
Yeah, boy, but don't worry, hey look, Haruka's back to her theory about Inu brother being a dog now, so it's fine.
Yeah, she wants it to be a dog. Which
Boy,
is
she really
weird.
wants the fifth. Wants Inu to be like an actual dog. She thinks she's in Persona 4. Hey, look. I mean, Persona 3. Hey, look. Persona 3 might be a good game, but hey, you should be in Persona 5 where your team member was a talking cat, That's a way better team member.
Yeah,
right?
cats are pretty great.
Yeah, hey, Hardcore. Fucking, hey, look. Look, Persona 3 is coming to the Switch next year, so maybe she can finally, play Persona 3 for real. Right?
Yep.
All right, hey, look, that's this week's episode, and nobody still knows who Inu brother is. Boy, hey, so they were building this episode up as like the big reveal episode, like, it's finally gonna happen. The Dawn brothers are gonna finally learn who Inu brother is.
At least Inu brother, I guess, now knows that there's something up, but like, still nothing's really been accomplished.
Right, like there's like no like we get like the at least Tsubasa knows that fucking Miho Natsume might not be the exact same character. It's like, what's up with that? At least we know we're gonna have.
Miho, it could be Natsume, it could be Shoko, it could be a bunch of people.
Yeah, right. Hey, look, it depends. Like, are we still gonna get those weird, stupid moment of him walking 5 minutes if he's just arriving 2 seconds late? Of seeing, we're no longer gonna get those type of scenes where it's like, if he was only there for another 2 seconds, he could have seen Miho Natsume. But at least they got that established now in the show. Hey, look, and you know what they say? It only takes 31 episodes to establish, to resolve inner character, personal conflict, right? All right, guys, that's this week's episode.
I think that's this week's episode.
All right, coronavirus is still a thing. Watch your wear mask, get your shots. The booster's a thing now. Okay, thanks, bye.